Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are delving deep into an extraordinary story that might seem almost too outrageous to be true. A single 1-cent coin from 2004 that has been valued at an astonishing $46 million due to its rare errors and mistakes in minting. Yes, you heard that right. A simple piece of currency, typically dismissed in everyday transactions, has gained fame and notoriety in the numismatic community and beyond as one of the most sought-after coins in existence. It is a fascinating tale that intertwines the worlds of coin collecting, scarcity, and the unfortunate human errors that have led to this remarkable valuation. Let me take you back to the 2004 US penny, a year when the United States Mint was busy producing coins, and somewhere amidst its operations, a series of blunders occurred. As we explore this narrative, we will unravel the events that transformed an ordinary cent into a multi-million-dollar treasure, examining the errors that caused such monumental value to arise from what many might think of as mere pocket change. First, let's talk about the basic foundation of coin production, where each coin typically undergoes rigorous quality control measures to ensure precision and accuracy. However, in the case of these particular 2004 cents, some mistakes slipped through the cracks, starting a ripple effect that would dramatically increase their worth. Among these mistakes were major misprints and minting irregularities that occurred due to malfunctioning machinery, a human oversight during the die creation process, or perhaps simply the extraordinary coincidence of a perfect storm of errors coming together at once. One such example includes the infamous double die error, which occurs when a coin die is improperly aligned or shifted during the minting process, resulting in the coin receiving multiple impressions of the design elements. Specifically, the 2004 penny exhibited this phenomenon very prominently, causing the inscription and the profile of Abraham Lincoln to appear doubled, which contributed significantly to its increasing value. Collectors and investors alike become enamored with such unique features, primarily because they evoke rarity and fascination. In the world of coin collecting, rarity isn't just in how many of a coin were minted but also in how many survived in certain conditions, and with significant errors. It is important to understand that any typical circulated penny would not normally carry much intrinsic value. However, when you have a coin that is so clearly marked by its errors, people begin to see it less as currency and more as a piece of numismatic art, a tangible artifact of history and human error that captures the imagination and compels collectors to pursue it fiercely. The reality of the situation is that these errors are not frequent. In fact, they are exceedingly rare, which significantly adds to their perceived value. As this particular 2004 penny began to surface in the coin collecting community, the buzz grew exponentially, bolstered by tales of individuals accidentally stumbling upon this rare find while going through their spare change and dealing with the sudden wave of excitement that follows such discoveries. The phenomenon of finding a valuable penny appeals not only to seasoned collectors but also to novices who might not understand the complexities of coin grading or market value amounts, making stories of astonishing finds and sudden wealth go viral. To further enhance the atmosphere surrounding this coin, there were instances where 2004 pennies, with their consequential errors, would turn up in estate sales and flea markets, leading to gripping stories that captured the attention of enthusiasts and experts alike, resulting in extensive discussions across forums and social media platforms. This elevated the allure of the coin as many enthusiasts sought to recount their personal anecdotes of the thrill associated with searching for such valuable pieces. As with other collectible items, the narrative behind the coin often drives interest and perceived value. That psychology, mixed with the rarity of the 2004 penny errors, stokes competition among collectors, creating a dynamic and lucrative environment, where enthusiasm transforms into monetary value measured in thousands or even millions. The excitement of potentially discovering one of these coins has not been lost on modern treasure hunters, sparking renewed interest in penny hunting across local communities and creating pocket-sized adventures for families who are drawn into the chase. Now let's take a closer look at some of the specific variants of the 2004 penny with mistakes that have emerged over the years. Beyond just the double die, there are several examples. For instance, the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter, was another error that made headlines in the numismatic world, which some sources mistakenly identified as having similar error attributes to the 2004 penny. The coin was crafted with a noticeable misprint of the depiction of the state quarters on the reverse side. While distinctively different in their designs, the principles that made these pieces worthy of significant attention remain analogous, captivating collectors curious about the exact rarity and history tied to minting errors. Outside the specific coins, you must also wonder about the general public mindset toward rare pennies and, for many people, the appeal of rare coins, including the baffling feeling of incredulity one may experience when holding something so seemingly mundane yet impactful, has fostered a sense of attachment. This attachment can sometimes evolve into obsession, leading enthusiastic collectors to scour through rolls of coins, seeking out the proverbial needle in the haystack. This trend has caused some to question whether the hunt for such coins is more about the potential financial gain or about the love for the hobby of collecting itself, the thrill of discovery, or even the history behind those pieces of currency. Furthermore, as we consider the value of the 2004 penny in broader economic terms, we also encounter the realities of coin grading and valuation processes that determine demand and price points within the collectible marketplace. Coins are meticulously examined for their condition, rarity, and errors, and grading services play a pivotal role in establishing that value. Rare coins with immense collector demand receive higher grades based on how well they have been preserved over time, and coins that excel under expert scrutiny can skyrocket in value. A well-preserved 2004 penny with significant errors can fetch a staggering price, with auction houses often serving as the battleground where these prized coins go to the highest bidder, creating an air of excitement akin to that of sporting events. Every auction raises the stakes, contributing to the creation of this electrifying climate surrounding the coin and propelling its status into the realm of legend. With word of mouth and growing social media influence, stories of individual coin sales, especially when they reach incredible sums like $46 million, entice more and more amateur collectors eager to cash in on the phenomenon, driving a collective frenzy for searching, evaluating, and trading. As we discuss the unique value of the 2004 1-cent coin and the impact of its rare errors, we may also think about how the numismatic landscape has evolved to adapt to digital outside influences and the rise of online marketplaces. In a world increasingly governed by tech-savvy transactions, the emergence of digital platforms meant that valuable coins could reach broader audiences beyond traditional coin clubs and local shows, facilitating the sales process and allowing collectors from around the globe to engage with one another, thereby creating competitive bidding wars. This everywhere, exponential connection fuels an ongoing interest in those remarkable coins, ensuring that the appreciation for pieces like the elusive 2004 penny never wanes. Similar to other areas of collecting, the conversation about valuing and trading rare coins has expanded to include online discussion boards, social media groups, and dedicated websites, which in many ways bridge the gap between novice and seasoned collectors, encouraging knowledge sharing and networking opportunities. What's fascinating is that, in many cases, the value of the 2004 1-cent coin is no longer tied solely to its physical attributes, as emotional elements become intertwined with the inherent value. When collectors exchange stories about their journeys or familial backgrounds in relation to coins, or when they recall that a beloved grandparent taught them how to search for treasure among pennies, those narratives can enhance the monetary value of a particular piece, solidifying not just its appraisal but its sentimental worth. This emotional connection transforms ordinary coins into celebrated heirlooms or war stories, heightening their mysterious and multidimensional appeal. In closing, the saga of the 2004 1-cent coin, which now commands the breathtaking price of $46 million, is an intricate tapestry woven from human error, market dynamics, and the passion that drives collectors. As more people dive into the pursuits of discovery and triumph, seeking something extraordinary amid the otherwise mundane, these stories foster a lasting bond among enthusiasts and compile an alluring narrative promising that anyone, at any moment, could unearth their own valuable treasure. From its humble beginnings as mere currency flowing within our economy to its evolution into an object of grandeur and fascination, this penny represents the enchanting possibilities that emerge from chance, curiosity, and the simplistic glimmer within that unexpected find. Thank you for joining us on this exploration today, and we hope you continue. Next, 1975 1-cent USA coin. Today we are going to explore an incredible story that will not only boggle your mind but also ignite your curiosity about the hidden treasures lurking in your pocket change. A piece of currency valued at a staggering $34 million, specifically a 1-cent coin from 1975. This substantial valuation is a result of a series of astonishing minting errors and manufacturing mistakes that have made certain variants of this penny incredibly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts alike. Imagine holding in your hand a small piece of copper that transcends its face value and transforms into a coveted artifact of history, mystery, and human oversight. This particular 1-cent piece, typically regarded as insignificant or even tossed aside as mere pocket lint, has gained fame among numismatists for its rarity and the fascinating story behind its mistakes, as well as the implications these errors have had on the world of coin collecting. As we journey through the narrative of this extraordinary coin, we will not only dissect the precise errors that occurred during its minting process but also delve into the broader ramifications these mistakes have on our understanding of currency and its value. Our story begins in the year 1975 when the United States Mint was ramping up production of 1-cent coins. The early 1970s were a dynamic time. The country was facing economic pressures, inflation was on the rise, and the minting facility was busy responding to the increasing demand for currency. Somewhere within the complex machines and processes of the mint, however, things went awry. Errors in the production line were both common and catastrophic, and the resulting defects transformed typically mass-produced coins into rare collectibles, elevating their worth far beyond their intended purpose as currency. One of the primary errors associated with the 1975 1-cent coin is the infamous double-die variety, a phenomenon that captures the interest of collectors because it signifies an unusual misalignment or repeated impression of the coin's design elements caused during the die-making process. These errors arise from the machinations of the minting machinery, which, due to mechanical limitations or malfunctions, can unintentionally impress the image twice or misalign the coin's design from a previous stamp in such a way that it appears doubled. This type of error captured the attention of numismatists, and examples that are well preserved have been known to sell at auction for eye-popping amounts, leaving many to wonder how a simple 1-cent coin could fetch such astounding prices. When collectors talk about coins with such high market demand, they often mention their rarity and the special circumstances of that rarity. In the case of the 1975 penny, only a limited number were struck with these notable errors, and regardless of the coin's condition, the existence of these unique attributes can lead to price tags that easily reach millions, thus creating a perfect storm for valuation and demand. It is essential to consider how rarity transforms into value. Unlike the typical 1-cent coins that were minted in the billions, those with minting errors are unique by mere accident and are now highly coveted by dedicated collectors. The allure of owning a rare coin that symbolizes an imperfect past leads many well-intentioned collectors to search through the ashes of public and personal coin collections, hoping that they might uncover a hidden gem among mass-produced currency. While the thrill of the hunt can stir excitement, actual finds of error coins from 1975 are exceedingly rare, and because the market is ever-evolving, prices can fluctuate dramatically. Each time a 1975 1-cent coin surfaces for sale or goes up for auction, excitement brews within the coin collecting community, sparking interest from both veterans and newcomers alike in the world of coin collecting, who often drive the prices to extraordinary heights fueled by competition, emotion, and the desire to acquire something truly unique. Numismatic experts and professional grading services play an instrumental role in evaluating the worth and condition of these coins, which, combined with their backstories, shapes their desirability and price. The professional grading process meticulously considers the condition of the coin, based on wear and imperfections, and assigns a grade ranging from mint state to heavily circulated, which can substantially influence how a coin is appraised on the market. In this way, a well-preserved example of the 1975 penny eras with a high grade can attract collector attention, with prices that can scarily skyrocket into the millions with proper provenance or unique traits that make it stand out amidst an ever-growing sea of minted coins. Collectors are equally motivated by the idea of owning something that has achieved notoriety or notable sales in the past, feeding the wild stories surrounding these coins that become legends in their own right, each penny bearing the weight of countless stories and dreams of wealth held within them. As we dissect the economic landscape surrounding these valuable coins, we must recognize how societal perceptions of value and currency have changed quite drastically, especially in the context of hobbyist-driven passions, open markets, and even online marketplaces catering to coin collectors. The rise of e-commerce platforms has created a dynamic environment where buying and selling coins occurs on a global scale, and stories of individuals who stumble upon these rare coins in everyday transactions circulate widely, further stoking the flames of interest and thrill. The very thought of finding a $20 bill tucked in a book or a rare coin hidden among the folds of an old jacket is truly captivating and has led countless treasure hunters to flip through their change searching with hopeful anticipation for the next big discovery. We must also consider the impact that the digital age has had on coin collecting. The proliferation of forums, social media groups, and dedicated websites for buying, selling, and discussing coins has transformed the experience for many collectors while helping them connect in ways previously unimaginable. Now a simple post can garner thousands of likes and shares as individuals reveal their finds or express interest in specific coins, which helps solidify the vibrant community that thrives around these treasured artifacts. Not only do these platforms serve to facilitate buying and selling, but they provide a space for education and storytelling, a place where novice collectors can learn from seasoned veterans, thus deepening their appreciation for not only the coins themselves but also the history attached to each one. There are also avenues for discussing what makes certain mistakes or features so intriguing, such as chat threads where collectors passionately debate the merits of specific errors and the economic ramifications they bring to the coin collecting market. This fluid exchange of information creates an engaging and rich backdrop for aspiring and experienced collectors alike, continuously encouraging and kindling their fascination for what is often referred to as the hunt, the journey of discovery that defines the passion, love, and investment in coins. Interestingly, the phenomenon of the 1975 penny has transcended mere collectability. It has turned into a cultural phenomenon, highlighting the intersection between investment, artistry, and history. The findings and sales of rare era coins illuminate an essential truth in the art of collecting. It is often not solely about the financial aspect but also about the emotional connection tied to each piece, how it resonates with its owner, and how that bond adds layers of meaning to the coin itself. Each penny carries a story of where it has been, who has touched it, and what has happened since it was minted. Its journey represents a tapestry of human experience interwoven with the themes of curiosity, exploration, and the innate desire to seek out the extraordinary within the ordinary. As we continue to unpack the significance of the 1975 1-cent coin, it's vital to remember that all coins reflect the past history of the time they were created, both economically and socially, making them windows into the very fabric of American life and culture. The prominence of the 1975 penny, now immortalized as one of the most valuable coins on the planet, stands testament to the dynamic possibilities of human error and the serendipity that comes with collecting. These coins remind us that beneath the surface of everyday currency, remarkable stories await those willing to explore the nuances of numismatics. As we conclude our exploration of the astonishing 1975 1-cent coin and its extraordinary valuation of $34 million, we should appreciate how a simple mistake at the mint led to a captivating saga that resonates deeply with collectors and attention seekers alike. The allure of a single currency embodying rarity and history beckons treasure hunters across the globe, inviting them to search through coins that are often taken for granted. This, in many ways, perfectly encapsulates the spirit of collecting, where the thrill of discovery is as valuable as the items themselves, and the journey is as rewarding as the outcome. Thank you for joining us in uncovering the mysteries surrounding the 1975 1-cent coin. And we hope this story inspires you not only to dive deeper into the fascinating realm of coin collecting, but also to look at your own spare change with a new set of eyes. After all, you never know what hidden treasures might just be lying within your own pockets. Stay curious, keep exploring, and remember that every coin has a story just waiting to be told. Last 2005 1-cent USA coin. Today we are diving into a truly fascinating subject that bridges the worlds of history, era, and unexpected fortune. We are talking about a 1-cent coin from the year 2005 that elicited a jaw-dropping valuation of $16 million due to critical errors and mistakes in its minting process. Yes, it may sound unbelievable that a small piece of copper, typically thought of as insignificant in everyday transactions, could attain such monumental worth. But the world of numismatics is filled with stories just like this one that demonstrate how human error can result in incredible value. Today, we will take you through the intricate details of what specifically makes this penny so sought after, the mistakes that created its rarity, and the broader implications that these findings hold for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Our story begins in 2005 when the United States Mint was functioning at full capacity, tasked with producing a significant number of 1-cent coins to keep up with public demand. In a normal year, these coins are churned out with strict quality control processes to ensure consistency, accuracy, and precision. However, amidst the giant mints and busy operations, there was room for human error, an unfortunate yet fascinating aspect of coin production. Errors in minting can occur for a multitude of reasons, including misaligned dies, variations in strikes, and even blunders during the engraving of the coin's design. In the case of the 2005 1-cent coin, we are primarily drawn to several unusual variants that emerged that year, notably the double die error, which resulted from improper handling of the coin dies during production. The double die error happened when a coin die was mistakenly reintroduced to the die hub multiple times without properly aligning it, thus resulting in a misprinted design. The resulting coins display certain features that appear to be doubled, most notably the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the lettering surrounding the coin, leading to a dramatic and noticeable effect. Such distinctive features tend to set off excitement in the collecting world and generate considerable buzz among those who eagerly seek out coins with these kinds of extraordinary abnormalities. The appeal of the 2005 1-cent coin lies not only in its visual defects but also in the potential it holds for investors and collectors who appreciate the rarity of minting errors. While the standard issue of the 2005 penny may not hold much intrinsic value, those with significant errors are considered treasures, valued because of their limited availability and the narratives woven into their history. Besides the double die error, other misprints and anomalies also surfaced that year, each with particular characteristics that contribute to their increasing desirability and high market value. For instance, we cannot overlook certain features known as off-center strikes, where the coin is struck in such a way that the design is not perfectly aligned, thereby cutting off portions of the image and lettering. Such coins, too, often garner significant collector interest because they are visually striking and serve as fascinating conversation pieces. Collectors often look for unique selling points when evaluating coins, and each of these attributes, combined with their scarcity, makes the coins not just pieces of currency, but items of performance art residing at the intersection of economics and culture. With prices that leap into the millions, the 2005 cent transcends its face value and approaches the realm of serious investment, effectively illustrating how potentially mundane artifacts can embody profound worth. As we explore these valuation dynamics, it is essential to appreciate the role played by grading services that validate and authenticate these rare errors. Coins are subjected to rigorous evaluation by professional grading agencies that assess the quality, rarity, and remaining characteristics indicative of human missteps during the minting process. Only those coins that meet strict criteria are assigned high grades, thus influencing their market value significantly. With experts categorizing these coins using well-established grading scales, collectors and investors learn to recognize the nuances that distinguish a standard coin from one with a fateful flaw. Graded coins with rare errors can be packaged and offered to the market at staggering prices, creating a lucrative niche within the coin collecting community. With this in mind, the significance of provenance also shapes narratives surrounding the 2005 1-cent coin, as some coins may come with documented histories of ownership, further elevating their allure among buyers. What makes the market for such coins even more fascinating is the power of storytelling woven into their very existence. The accidents that produced them represent a collision of chance and human error, creating tales that captivate imaginations. As market demands shift, stories of discovery amplify the excitement, demonstrating how a single coin can inspire hundreds of collectors to dive into their personal collections or search through their pocket change for the elusive find. Striking the right chord, moments of serendipity often lead to transformative experiences, where individual finds become memes and the idea of hidden treasures captures the hearts and minds of many. Social media plays a pivotal role in this phenomenon, serving as a platform where individuals share their extraordinary finds and discuss the intricacies of the coin collecting world. Posts showcasing rare errors from 2005 and sharing remarkable success stories find their way into popular discussions, creating a vibrant exchange of ideas as collectors build community in the digital space. Videos showcasing this journey can often go viral, expanding appreciation for lesser-known coins while encouraging others to search high and low for their own jackpot. As interest in this hobby grows, so does the relevance of online marketplaces, where coins, especially those with such rare attributes, can be bought, sold, and traded with unprecedented ease and accessibility. Platforms dedicated to numismatics create avenues for people to exchange stories, advice, or simply to show off their collections, fostering connections that transcend geographic barriers. This digital environment encourages collaboration and discussion, enthusiastic exchanges that enrich the culture of collecting and intensify enthusiasm for exploring coins past and present. Alongside the thrill of potential discoveries, social media amplifies the spirit of adventure that comes with collecting, offering aspirational moments that spark interest in the vast world of currency. Each link shared, every post created, and every comment left contributes to an interconnected network propelled by curiosity and wonder. When we think about the possibility of finding one of these 2005 1-cent coins with their notable errors, we arrive at the intersection of luck, history, and economic opportunity. Anyone hoping to embark on a quest for rare pennies should consider various avenues, including coin shops, estate sales, and various online platforms. But the thrill of searching through simple piggy banks and change jars often lingers as an accessible starting point virtually anyone can pursue. Stories surrounding the 2005 penny have invigorated interest across generations, provoking questions about how an ordinary item can take on extraordinary dimensions. Once tossed aside coins now become beloved artifacts, edging the conversation into new frontiers as collectors muse over the artistry and craftsmanship captured in every detail. A simple penny that became something beautiful and significant through its errors. The excitement balloons further as new generations step into the realm of collecting, often encouraged by parents or grandparents sharing their own tales of discovery and passion. This confluence of history, nostalgia, and adventure feeds into a larger narrative that encompasses not just coins, but the shared experiences associated with them. These coins encapsulate sentiments and stories that connect people, enabling each penny to serve as a physical representation of discovery, possibility, and the delicate balance tied to investments of time, money, and psychological pleasure. The further we investigate the allure of the 2005 1-cent coin, the more we unearth layers that reflect broader themes within society, how our perception of value, worth, and rarity may shift dramatically depending on human involvement and the mystique surrounding a piece. Beyond the immediately apparent financial investment, these coins are active members of our cultural heritage, allowing insights into how human error became part of an evolving narrative that transcends simple minting mistakes and morphs into tales of triumph, adventure, and luck. Each era becomes a touchstone for understanding how we assess value and find beauty in imperfection, forging deeper connections to history and currency alike. As we draw our exploration to a close, Consider what the 2005 1-cent coin, with its unraveling tale of valuation at $16 million, reveals about human experience and the interplay between error and success. It represents more than just currency. It embodies stories of chance encounters and serendipitous moments stitched into the fabric of our shared heritage, inviting defenders of history and seekers of fortune to regard the simple penny with newfound reverence and appreciation. Thank you for joining us in this captivating exploration of the remarkable journey of the 2005 1-cent coin and the errors that made it so extraordinarily valuable. We hope that this narrative encourages you to look closer at the coins you may find in your pockets or drawers and to recognize the inherent possibilities lurking within seemingly